Okay then guys, so I finally finished reading this and now I am going to start doing my review on the Astra militarum or Imperial Guard because I hate the fucking new name with passion. So I'll go through each and every individual unit for the book. I don't own most of the units in the book, most of the new ones. And I haven't actually I've only played 2 games of this book so far, so I'm just going to give you my opinion straight out of the book from what I've been playing testing. So we'll skip Yarrick for now, because I'm not gonna. I'll do a separate video for the special characters, but we'll start with the bread and butter of every guard army, the CC company command squad. So I'll base this in 2 ways: under 2,000 points, over 2,000 points. There's there's only two formats I take this. Now, the under 2,000 point one is your company command squad, which comes with the company commander and his 4 guardsmen. I give them Volkscaster, regimental standard, and medic and carapace armor. Now, it's a pretty basic loadout, but 1,500 point games, it's not really. It's an essential unit, but because it's being guard, there's more points you want to be spending on other things rather than kitting this unit out to be a survival unit. This unit runs in, 15, 5, and the Volkscaster. Always say the Volkscaster as well, so that's 80, 95, that's 105 points. So it's your pretty basic loaded out unit. Then if you're playing 2,000, this is what I do. This is my opinion. If I'm playing over 2,000 points, I'm always playing 2,000 points, or 3,000, or 2,005, or 280, or 285, 275, all sorts like that. The standard load off this is your company commander, your Volkscaster, regimental standard, medic, master of the fleet, and your astropath with the carapace armor and Chimera. Chimera is essential as this unit. Most people I know, they've played against loads of guard players, and they know that if you take out this unit, the guardsmen become pretty damn fucking useless again. They just become a bunch of guys running around with strength 3 guns, not being able to do anything special. And plus this one unit alone provides support for the rest of the army. So it's excuse me. So it's going to be a very essential unit to have, and it's going to be a thing. It's going to be a priority target because you're getting Slay the Warlord. If that's still in there, I haven't got through all the way through this book. Sorry, I've just reading up on what I need to know so I can do these videos and move on. The company commander, in 2,000 points, I give him a bolt pistol and a power fist, because he's still initiative 3 and strength 3, so he's going to be striking last against 90% of the things he'll be going up in close combat. And with the carapace armor, he's got 4+ armor save, and he's got his 5+ invulnerable, with 4 attacks coming back at strength 6, and I think it's AP 2. I don't know if they changed path, I haven't checked that up yet. Then you have the regimental standard, the Volkscaster, and the Medipack. Because this unit is basically wants to be able to survive, and it can put out all damage. The Master of the Ordnance there, he's not essential, he's just a bit of fun, as the extra template is very handy at times, very, very handy. And I don't know if it's still got the same old rule. I'll check this now. Is it still 2d6 armor pen? No, it's barrage, ordnance and barrage. So, 2d6 still put that. It's still brilliant. But if I'm not running the Master of the Ordnance, I'm taking Master of the Fleet, and that's if I'm running my Vendettas with the Stormtrooper lists, which is also very helpful. Now, this is the unit you really want to keep at the back inside the Chimera. The Chimera is there as an extra body to cover for these guys, even though if it does blow up they will suffer wounds, but that's why the medic and the carapace armor comes into play, to keep them alive a bit longer. But these guys you want to keep more to the back of your army, as they're basically there just to point, shout and say what to do. And 2,000 points I'd like to try and get 2 in, but really 1's only essential, as I usually end up taking another HQ unit. But you know, Lord Castellan Creed does fall into this unit very well, but it does make it very expensive. But you get 4 orders at 24 inches. And he gets 2 war traits. The Astra Path is there just for that bit of psychic fun. There was one spell I did pick which works really well, which is also, if you roll it, I think it's a Primaris power anyway, so it's pretty good. Telepathy. Let's go look for it now. I'm not very good at doing these tactic videos, I think. Second screen. Oh, sorry, Psychic Screech. It just basically, if this unit ends up having the charge, which by turn 4, 5, this unit is usually aiming to be in combat for some reason, but the Psychic Screech is a really, really helpful Primaris power, just for that ability, just for the ability to bring down some numbers, as you do have to take a leadership test on 3d6. Most of the time it works, sometimes it does not work. What else? Orders. So I've basically needed to get out 1,500 points. Foxcaster, Medic, Regimental Standard, Carapace Armor. If you can squeeze it in, I would take a Chimera. I would not bother taking the Taurox, as it's an extra wound, but Armor 10 side, Armor 11 front side, it's just, I never liked the model. It's not, and don't know why I never liked it. It doesn't fit with the guard, to be honest. So I've always stuck with the Chimera. So if you can, 1,500 points, get the Chimera. Because anything under 2,000 points, it's just there to shout and scream. 2,000 points, you want your company commander with Power Fist, Bolt Pistol, and Carapace Armor. Your medic, your Foxcaster, your Regimental, your Astropath, and your Master of the Ordnance. If not the Master of the Ordnance, the Naval Officer, because he's really good for mess-up reserves, but I like the extra bit of firepower. It's just more fun. Still like the orders. The orders have changed, and they've changed in many good ways. There's actually now more orders which you can use, I believe. Yeah, there's an additional 3, because there was only 6 in the previous book. They are really, really good. So we'll go through them individually. Take aim. The ordered unit must make a shooting attack when it's all finished. All models will be. Take aim is actually pretty good if you really need to pick out independent characters in the game. Because and plus you can double this order with first rank fire, second rank fire. The precision shot does help getting rid of independent characters, and such as, I've played against so many Gretchen armies. Get rid of the herder, as the Gretchens will just run away endlessly. So it's really good for taking out higher leadership characters which are in lower leadership units. Smite at Will. Smite at Will, never used it. Split fire. I like to be able to concentrate my my fire at one unit. It does work. It's alright. I guess it's alright if you've got special weapons and heavy weapons. Like, you know, in a guardsman unit. I think that it works well there. Like, you know, let's say you have 30 guardsmen with 3 autocannons, 3 plasma guns, for instance. Like, you could shoot the las guns at one unit and then shoot the auto guns and the plasma guns at another unit. I think that would where it would fit in well, but I've never really, I think I've used it once and didn't really find it helpful. There's the best one you will ever get in this book, without doubt, is first rank fire, second rank fire. The ordered unit must make sure that all models, they basically gain an extra shot. So at 24 inches, you're firing 2 shots, even though they're strength 3. You get an extra 20%. I find it's an extra 20% damage output from the guardsmen. It really does help. It makes the guardsmen still better than guardians, but makes them more useful. And if you run a guardsman horde like I do, everyone just hates that fucking rule. That's why the company command squads you want to keep alive, just for that. And plus you can use it quite a few times. Forwards for the Emperor. That's pretty good. You make a shooting attack and then you can run. That's I would find that more effective in the later turns where you're fighting for the objectives where you really need to make that push and you're not just there yet and you really need that extra push just to get to the objective. I think that works really good there. Move. Never really used it. I never really run guardsmen with anything. They just stand there and shoot. But they roll 3 dice and use the highest as well. Yeah. The next one is suppressive fire. The ordered unit must make sure that when resolving shoot that all. Suppressive fire is actually pretty handy. Really, really handy. Because if you can nullify some leadership, this is really good. All the guns count as having pin in, which is good, and it slows down a lot of horde armies. So, like, you know, if you can get Tyranid actually out of synapse range, if you can, that's really good because you can really bring down. You can just slow the army right down. Same with orcs as well, as most orcs can't stand taking leadership tests. So that's another good one. Bring it down. This is another one I use quite often. I use it on my heavy weapons for the tank hunter and sorry about this, guys. It gives the ordered unit tank hunter and monster hunter, and I find this pretty helpful when it comes to facing land raiders and that. Cause you get that extra, you get to re-roll the damage chart. Is it the damage chart? It's 172. Right. 172. Where are you? Oh, you get to reroll the penetration rolls, which is really helpful at times, and I think it's reroll hits or wounds with the monster. I can't really remember, because there's actually that much in there. I think it's the hit with the monsters. That's also a very, very good one to have. Fire on my target. Fire on my target's alright if you're going against something which has low armor saves again and they're just camping inside of terrain, but I never really use it because it gives you the ignore cover special roll, but I've never really used it. You know, it's handy from time to time. I found it, but that's really like against things like Dark Eldar, and Orcs, things with really low armor values. Get back in the fight. Right. I love this rule because if you don't have any points to spend on commissars, you can rely on this. But this does take up an order. This is the big part. This will allow you to allow units to regroup under 25%. And I find this really handy, as I've had like units of 10 guardsmen, which were in a unit of 50 fleeing across the table, which they would still be useful. This is a very useful one, and it's one which people keep forgetting, as I've just seen people let guardsmen run off the table, and they've mentioned it, and they've never heard of the rule. And even when they've got the book in front of them with this rule out on the page, they forget they have this one. This is a really, really good rule to have. So that's the orders. A lot better than the previous ones, I'd say. They're a lot more they're a lot more useful here. I've used every single one so far, really, bar one or two. But so back to the CC company command squads. So 1,500 points, basic kit out, 2,000 points. This unit is going to have to survive. This unit will have things launched here. And plus, it's a really good combat unit. I mean, if I got the points, I'll stick a Lord Commissar in there with a Power Fist as well. Just to take the challenge. While the CC and the rest of his buddies can go ahead. Or I will take the challenge with one of the officers. Don't know why, but I'm yawning all the time now. Probably because I'm doing a video, as usual. So yeah, I'll put the... Yeah, so try and get the Chimera, if possible. That's a must-have, just for the extra firepower and the extra body. And keep it in the back, because this unit will get shot to shit. When, you know, if you play against me, played guard before quite a few times, and they know what they're doing. They realise how big a difference this unit can make towards your game. So that's the first review of the book, or how I run it, whatever you want to bloody call it. I don't know. I'm not very good at this. On how I play it, run it, build it, whatever. So next I'll be covering the special characters in the book. So I'll see you then, guys. Toodles.